Now, this is an India Today impact. After exposing the big vaccine scam in the Maximum City, Mumbai, cops have now revealed that no permission was taken from the BMC to organize such a vaccination camp, and the vaccine doses administered were not procured from authorized sources. Mumbai police has now arrested 4 people in this case and booked them for cheating and fraud. Police have also detained one person in Satna, Madhya Pradesh. The detained individual has been identified as Kareem and is suspected to be the supplier of the fake vaccine. Cops are now investigating the validity of vaccines given to people, and a BMC report is now awaited. A vaccination camp was held in upscale Mumbai society where more than 390 people took the vaccine, but not a single person felt any side effect. Film industry also fell victim to this alleged scam. Matchbox Production House and Ramesh Tarani's Tips Industries also alleged that their employees got jabbed, but they are yet to receive their certificates, and they suspect that this could be fake.
ये वैक्सीनेशन कैंप जो लिया गया था उसमें कोई भी बीएमसी की परमिशन नहीं ली गई थी। जब वैक्सीनेशन किया गया कैंप उस टाइम में नो क्वालिफाइड डॉक्टर वर प्रेजेंट। इम्पोर्टेंट इज दैट वो वैक्सीनेशन के टाइम पे अगर इमरजेंसी आती है तो देयर शुड बी एन अरेंजमेंट फॉर सम इमरजेंसी मेडिकल फैसिलिटीज। ये भी कोई मेडिकल फैसिलिटी की उसकी सुविधा नहीं की गई थी। यू सी वी हैव अप्लाइड द सेक्शंस ऑफ चीटिंग, impersonations, forgery, then adulteration of drugs also we have applied to it. Then we have even applied the IT Act. So forgery, cheating, impersonations and IT Act. These basically sections which we have applied. The vaccines are not procured from the authorized sources because the preliminary inquiry हमने BMC के पास से की गई है। वो जो सोसाइटी को जो बताया गया था कहाँ से लाया, उनके पास से जब इंक्वायरी किया तो उन्होंने ऐसा कोई वैक्सीन उनको सप्लाई नहीं किया गया है। इट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ इन्वेस्टिगेशन, उसमें डिटेल आ जाएगा कि वैक्सीन उन्होंने कहाँ से लिया गया है, वेदर इट इज जेन्युइन और वेदर इट इज फेक।
आपराधिक मामलों में लिप्त महाराष्ट्र सरकार को इन फर्जी लोगों की गिरफ्तारी करने के लिए 4 दिन लगते हैं। क्या कारण है 4 दिन लगने का? आपराधिक मामलों में लिप्त ये महाराष्ट्र की सरकार और इस मुंबई जैसे शहर में कानून और सुव्यवस्था ठप हो चुकी है। अब लोग वैक्सीनेशन के नाम पर आगे आने के लिए डर रहे हैं। उनके भय का कारण ये 3 दलों की सरकार है।
वो जो फ्रॉड लोग थे उन्होंने ये सोसाइटी से मिलकर वहाँ पे वैक्सीनेशन ड्राइव लिया और अभी उसके ऊपर पुलिस ने जब एफआईआर किया, एफआईआर करके कुछ लोगों को अरेस्ट किया, तब सामने ये बातें आ रही हैं कि जो लोग किसी प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल्स के अंदर काम करते थे उन्होंने डेटा चुरा के जो है वो सर्टिफिकेट देने का काम किया।
Now, Pooja Shalik brings us more on what could really be the modus operandi of those alleged vaccine scamsters cutting across.
What was the modus operandi of some of those alleged scamsters? This is as per investigation and the eyewitness accounts as well. So the scamsters first decided to approach societies with an offer that we'll have a vaccination drive very close to where you're located. You don't have to go very far, claiming that they had a tie-up with hospitals because most of the people who wanted to get the jab would directly go to the hospital. The drive said that it will be closer home. Hospitals were named but did not have a banner used. So there was no clarification or confirmation if these hospitals are part of the vaccination drive. What happened then was 1,200 per dose, and with regard to plus the GST. This is, remember, upscale societies of Mumbai where they were contacted and approved. The mission vaccination drive then took place. Interestingly, nobody was allowed to take videos and pictures. Remember, many people getting the jab would have wanted to be clicked and were sharing images on social media. This specific drive did not permit that, and therefore this kind of showed that there was something amiss, followed by no side effect, and the hospitals even denying that they did administer the vaccines that were given to these customers.
Shifting focus now to Delhi, begins unlock after months of COVID-imposed lockdown. Thousands of COVID-dates now throng to markets, maintaining no social distancing and inviting the third COVID wave. The Delhi High Court has now taken suo motu cognizance on various images of massive crowds at Delhi markets being circulated on WhatsApp. Now, the High Court directs the government to ensure that no crowd gathers at all markets and public toilets must be sanitized regularly. The courts warned both Delhi and the central government that even minor lapses could invite a third wave, which can be proven worse than the second one. Now, the court issues notice to the centre and the Delhi government, asking them to file a status report before July 9th, which is the next date of hearing. Now, hundreds of tourists throng Himachal after the government relaxes norms. Shimla, Manali has now been witnessing a huge rush with tourists there wanting to go enjoy a holiday or whatnot. This comes right after the state government eased the COVID-19 restrictions just last week. Nearly 10,000 people applied for COVID-19 e-passes during just the last week's time. Take a look.
Delhiites are breaking free. And it's the highway to Himachal Pradesh they're taking after weeks of being cooped up in their homes because of the lockdown. Himachal Pradesh is welcoming them. Starved of tourist revenue in summer, Himachal is allowing tourists in without an RT-PCR test certificate. All that tourists have to do is register themselves on the state's COVID portal and get a COVID e-pass. Shimla and Manali are the favorite destinations. More than 3,000 tourists arrived in Manali last week. 5,000 checked into Shimla.
बाहर निकलने का काफ़ी मन हो रहा था, तो इसीलिए जैसे ही लॉकडाउन खुला तो बाहर आ गए घूमने के लिए. घर पे बोर फील कर रहे थे और सारा जो था हमारा जो दिनचर्या वो एकदम से रुक सी गई थी.
लोग पूरा सर कहीं भी निकल रहे हैं, मास्क पहन के निकल रहे हैं. सबकी जेब में आपको इंडिविजुअल सैनिटाइजर मिलेगा. जहाँ जहाँ हमारे को मौका मिल रहा है वहाँ हम लोग हैंड वॉश भी कर रहे हैं.
हमने पहले प्लानिंग तो कर रखी थी, लेकिन यहाँ पे ई पास और कोविड RT-PCR कोरोना बहुत ज़्यादा था, तो सोच रहे थे कि बाहर आएंगे, क्या पता कोरोना हो जाए, कुछ हो जाए. फिर एकदम से मन हुआ, जैसे हिमाचल खुला तो हम सीधा मनाली आ गए.
But it's still not like any other summer in normal times in Himachal. The occupancy in hotels is around 30 to 40%. Hotel owners feel the COVID e-pass requirement could be the reason for a lower footfall.
ई-पास बनाने में और ऑनलाइन जाने में काफ़ी दिक्कत हो रही है गेस्टों को. वो होटल वालों को रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं. होटल वाले जब एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के पास करते हैं तो उनके पास काफ़ी लाइन लगी रहती है. गेस्ट काफ़ी हरास हो जाते हैं इसमें. तो इसमें अगर थोड़ा सा इजी वे कर दें इसको तो काफ़ी फ़र्क पड़ेगा आने वाले टाइम पे.
Nearly 10,000 people had applied for COVID passes to enter Himachal, but only 3,000 were issued.
जो इंटरस्टेट मूवमेंट के लिए कुछ जो रिस्ट्रिक्शन लगी थी उसमें रिलैक्सेशंस दी हैं. रजिस्ट्रेशन का प्रोसेस अभी भी कायम है, लेकिन जो RT-PCR टेस्ट जो है वही उसको ही हमने रिलैक्स किया है.
Although it has eased norms, the Himachal government is not lifting its guard entirely, particularly with a third wave lurking in the near future. It's quite obvious that the tourism industry, which contributes to over 7% of the state's GDP and employs thousands, will have to wait before full normalcy returns. Bureau Report, India Today.
And meanwhile, BJP leader Etala Rajender has violated all COVID norms in his home constituency, Telangana's Huzurabad. Now, such violations came at a time when fear of another deadly wave is looming large, and such COVIDiots seem to be sending out an invitation to the third wave. Now, after being sacked by the Chief Minister KCR, Etala Rajender came to the Saffron Fold and, in a show of strength, organized a huge rally in his constituency, Huzurabad. People were seen gathering in large numbers, flouting lockdown and social distancing norms. Many were even seen without masks. Etala Rajender was accompanied by BJP MLA Raghunandan Rao and senior party leader and former MP G. Vivek. The mega political rally comes right at a time when the government has imposed a complete ban on social, political, religious and all other gatherings. Now, 4 trained tuskers known as Kumkis battle for hours to capture and rescue an injured wild elephant. The injured tusker which had a large gash on its back, which had almost severed its tail, has now been suffering for at least 2 years, and we know an injured elephant is indeed dangerous. Here's what really happened.
An injured and scared wild elephant can turn lethal in a matter of minutes. This was the predicament faced by these forest officials when they first encountered the injured elephant in Tamil Nadu's Mudumalai National Park. One look at his wounds, the officials knew he was in no condition to be tranquilized. They had to bring out their big guns. These 4 trained tuskers, known as Kumkis, knew their job pretty well.
We are inside a deep forest at Kudalur, where an operation is occurring behind us, where you could see a wild elephant is being persuaded to be brought down by several large Kumkis. Kumkis are trained elephants, and there you could see the elephant in the middle that has a huge wound, and it is causing a lot of trouble to the elephant, which has been there for almost 2 years. Wildlife officials claim that they have tried to actually heal it using a lot of measures, by even providing medicine, but because of the wound's nature, what's happening is that the medicine could not be kept properly, and they are trying as much as possible to bring the elephant to the camp from this forest area, where it could be placed inside a trawl and it can be kept under 24 hours observation.
The whole rescue operation took a painstaking 3 hours, with the injured tusker trying to make a run every next moment. The Kumkis helped in getting their injured tusker to an elephant camp in Mudumalai forest.
The elephant had injury because of some fraternal fight, old fight. So once it came to the notice, we administered medicine through some fruits from a distance. There was some healing, but it could not sustain. And now the problem seems to have increased. Then only this rescue mission was launched.
After several hours of struggle and more than 50 men at this location with 4 giant Kumkis, the wild tusker has been rescued and has been taken into a truck currently. From here, it will be transported to a camp, and the veterinaries at this place claim that now the treatments that could be provided to it, it has a lot of chance to survive. With video journalist Divyan, Pramod Madhav, Point.